Hi, this is Mato. Welcome to my online chess lecture. In this video I will show you a game between Carlos Torre and Maurice Schapiro. This very beautiful chess game was played in New York in 1924. Carlos Torre had white pieces and he started d4. Maurice Schapiro played d5. c4, Queen's Gambit, e6, Queen's Gambit declined. Knight to f3, Knight to f6, Bishop to g5 pinning the knight, h6, and Carlos Torre captured the knight. Queen takes bishop, knight to c3, pressure is on the pawn on d5, c6, e3, knight to d7, bishop to d3, black to move, queen to d8 was played. D takes on c4 is the most played move in this position nowadays. Then bishop takes on c4, g6, castling bishop to g7. Maurice Schapiro played queen to d8. Carlos Torre castled kingside, bishop to e7, e4, d takes on c4, bishop takes on c4. Maurice Schapiro castled kingside too. Queen to e2. White connected his rooks, and white pieces have more freedom. b5, bishop to d3, queen to b6, e5, rook to d8, queen to e4, threatening queen to h7 check, knight to f8, defending h7 square, rook from f to d1, bishop to b7, threatening c5, attacking the queen, queen to g4, c5, knight to e4, black to move. Maurice Schapiro played c4 as planned. Beta was knight to d7. Yes, finally knight to d7 is the best move. But Schapiro perhaps didn't consider this. He wanted the knight to cover h7 square. So he played c4, attacking the bishop. What is the best square for the bishop? Is it c2? b1? e2? What would you do? Please pause and find the best move for white. What did you find? Carlos Torre played a knight to f6 check. This would not work if black played knight to d7 instead of c4. Bishop takes knight. What else? If king goes to h8 and knight to g5, try to find a good defense for black here. Back to our game. After knight to f6 we have bishop takes on f6. Pawn takes bishop, the threat is checkmate on g7. g6, queen to h4, attacking the pawn on h6. e5. How would you continue now? Carlos Torre captured the pawn on e5. If white takes pawn on h6, then black queen takes pawn on f6, and black is okay. So Carlos Torre captured the pawn on e5, defending the pawn on f6. Bishop takes on f3. Well, there was another way to continue, that is h5, but then queen to f4, intending queen to h6. Bishop takes on f3, queen to h6, knight to e6, defending g7, but then bishop takes on j6 with a winning attack. In our game we have bishop takes on f3, queen takes on h6, threatening checkmate, knight to e6, white to move. This is another very interesting moment of the game. What would you do? Would you save the bishop? Would you capture the bishop on f3? Please pause and find the best move for white. Carlos Torre sacrificed the bishop on g6. It's asking to be played, isn't it? F takes on g6. Queen takes pawn check. King to f8. Pawn takes bishop. White is threatening the damage of the 7th, starting with queen to h6 perhaps. Queen to b7 was played. f4. Knight to d4. White to move. What would you do now? Black is preventing e6. Carlos Torre sacrificed the exchange. Rook takes on d4, e6, threatening e7 check. For example, if a6, e7, and it's finished. So we have rook to d7. White to move. Most people would capture the rook. Do you agree? Carlos Torre played rook to e1. Rook to e8. White played a move when black resigned. What would you do? Carlos Torre played queen takes rook check. Schapiro resigned in view of discontinuation. King takes queen. E takes on d7 double check, discover check. King takes pawn. Rook to e7 check. King to c6. Rook takes queen. King takes rook. And the pawn is too fast. After king to c6, pawn is pushed and promoted to something like queen. Wow, that was an awesome game by Carlos Torre. Do you agree? What do you think of this game? And that is all. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. I wish you good luck with your chess and bye for now.